Well, Suno, what can I say about Suno? Suno is really incredible for making music. Whatever sort of music, but in my case, it's making music for my game Scarred Steel. Now, this has been really quite incredible. Literally for about, £8 a month, I've been able to make tons and tons of music, and I can still make plenty more. And basically, this is pretty much what I've done. I've gone to ChatGPT and I've explained to ChatGPT the sort of music that I'd like, and I want to basically get it to give me prompts that I can give Suno. I then gave Suno prompts. Suno would make two variations of the one prompt. I did that about 6 times, got about 12 bits of music, and I think I'm using about 7 or 8 of them for the actual game. And, I've cut them up in certain bits. But all I can say really for Suno is you only know how good it is until you've actually tried it and you've listened to music made from the platform. Because I've been able to make, combat music, boss music. I've been able to make music for the title screen, ambience, and so on and so forth. And it's really been quite easy. And like with my whole process, this has probably been the most thrilling and enjoyable process. Just basically listening to the music that AI makes. And it's really, really quite impressive. And I'd actually say that if anyone's actually watching the stuff that I do, that, is actually making a game or is considering making a game, please take a look at Suno at least. Because yeah, like originally back in September when I first released my demo, I was using music that was pretty much like of like free use, of like free commercial use and such, from other places, which the music was good, but I think I basically didn't really want to have to be using other people's stuff, and so Suno basically came to mind, and it's been really, really quite good since. So really what I'll say for this is that there's not really, if I'm honest, like there's not really much of a clear way in terms of how to get the most out of it. Now, depending on how you want to use Suno, I believe there's a custom mode where you can, for example, give it specific lyrics or more specific prompts. For me, like the prompts I gave it from ChatGPT were like 6, 7 lines long, right? Like it wasn't much. And it was fairly vague, but it does pretty well. I made sure, at least for the game music, there was no lyrics, right? It was just simply instrumental. I think the music varied between things that were like more like choir humming, like deep cello sort of instruments and such. But again, really it turned out really, really well. I'm going to use one of the bits of music for the new game trailer, which I'll make, and I've got and within the game itself, which if you look to play the demo, which obviously I'll update ideally after January this year, then you might be able to see a bit of the actual music that I've made there as well. But all I'm going to say that it's been really quite good. I definitely give it a look. It's probably one of the most impressive bits of AI that I have come across. I'm sure there's probably other sort of music platform stuff out there, but Suno has been a really good one so far. But yeah, and pretty much, like I've been using it for different things. And what's really nice is that I know moving forward, when I start making my second, third, and fourth game and so on and so forth, that Suno will be something that I always come back to make new bits of music for those games as well, in terms of their general genre, style, and what I'm looking for. So that's pretty much what I think. If you've heard of Suno, if you've used it, if you've got any thoughts on it, let me know. But with that said, I'll chat soon.